When you've been fighting for it all your life, you've been struggling to make things right. That's how a superhero learns to fly.
G'day, it's James Greenshields. I mentioned yesterday in my video about being grateful for one thing in your life. Well, today I just want to share something. My wife Kirsty walked out. She's currently running a women's leadership retreat over in the back of our house in a small unit. And she stood there. And as I turned, I was with my girls having a bit of breakfast. As I turned around and I saw her, I really allowed myself to see her in her complete beauty and majesty. And because of that, I then shared it with her by saying, "Gorgeous, I just want you to know you're really beautiful." And she stopped, she paused, and she said, "You're welcome." So she received the gift. But you see, I didn't need the "you're welcome." The feeling that I had in that moment of just looking at her in her majesty and feeling my love for her was enough. Now my little daughter Penny, she turns to me and goes, "Dad, you really love Mum, don't you?" And she has a bit of a giggle, as she does about love at the age of 7 going on 8. And I said, "Yes, gorgeous, I do." Now, what I've realised as a dad is one of the most important things that I give my daughters is a demonstration, a practical demonstration of how to be loved by a man. So in owning my shit, I have opened my heart to Kirsty. Now, like anything, like any change, that was a bit of a rocky road. Kirst had to own her own stuff as well in the relationship and realise it wasn't just me as the person who was going through post-traumatic stress and depression that had the issues. It was her as well, because she was creating her own reality with her perceptions of me, etc. So she had to do healing and everything as well for us to meet in the future. But the big thing in our journey is that I have shown along the way to my two daughters how to be loved by a man, and that is the benchmark to accept, and accept nothing less. A lot of people say, "Gee whiz, James, you're a dad, you know, 2 daughters, imagine them turning into teenagers. You must be, fearing that." No, I don't. Because I've done as much as I possibly can up to this date. I've gone onto the footy paddock and I played my guts out. I don't judge best on ground on the footy paddock though, someone else does. That's cool. In this circumstance, it's my daughters who judge whether or not I'm playing to standard. All I can do though, I can't control that judgment. What I can control is myself, my own actions, my thoughts, my words, my deeds. 3 things that I control. And I will do the utmost best to demonstrate to them that by owning myself and owning my stuff, loving my wife in a true open-hearted way, that's the benchmark to accept. Hope that gives you something to ponder today. I just want to also say thank you very much for all the comments and things that people are sending in on the videos and opening up and sharing their experiences, but also their professional wisdom, which is excellent. On The Warrior, we teach people about missions and crusades. A mission is empowering, it helps. It's all about internal work, which then creates an exponential external effect. A crusade is when we go outside ourselves, outside our 3 things of control, and we start blaming others or pushing it and believing that another person needs to change for us to live a better life. That's an externalization, and it actually depletes you. Its aim is powerlessness of the psyche, and also you just turn into a victim. So our work is all about empowering, it's about missions. So if you're commenting, just have a think about, am I doing it in a powerful sense? Am I really holding my own power and this comment's really going to help? Or am I on a crusade? Am I putting it out there and blaming the world? If you are, just have a think about it. What do you want to do about it? Remember, gents specifically, put your hand up. Owning your shit creates an epic life. Cheers.
When you've been fighting for it all your life, you've been struggling to make